Sunday the 5th, engaged a carriage to carry us to Saratoga Springs. Left Albany in the morning, there being 5 of us on board a 4-horse stagecoach. We passed through Troy, Lansingburg, Waterford, thence to the Borough in Stillwater. In the vicinity of the Hudson, we fell in with many coaches bound from Albany to the Springs, containing passengers from almost every state in the Union. We found the boarding houses very full, said to be 1,200 strangers at the Springs, and that 12,000 in all had visited there during the present season. We have now introduced our fellow travelers to the principal places of the resort in the village. We begin to see the fashionable world as it displays itself at this place. One would suppose that we would find everybody here on the sick list, but it is far from being the case. 7/10 of the visitors come here probably in good sound health, for amusements and for the sake of spending a week or 2 among the fashionables, to see and be seen. Here we see all the latest fashions of the cities intermixed with the more plain fashions of the country. We have fashionable balls, stated concerts, and all descriptions of amusements which are calculated to take up the time and spend the money in our pocket. I here insert as a specimen of the manners and habits of the farmers and their offspring in this vicinity. We called it a place of resort for amusement called the Pine Grove, where gentlemen resort to amuse themselves with a civil exercise at rolling 9 pins. About sunset here, we found a farmer who belonged out a few miles with his Dutch wagon and his 2 daughters, who had called to see the fashionables play off the dull hours of care and mental fatigue. They were sitting at the head of the game, seemingly very much at their ease, and they were actually engaged in the game. Betsy, for this was the name of one, and Sally the name of the other, managed her part so well that she dished the best gentleman player on the green, after which they partook of a social glass of grog, apparently with much satisfaction at the result of the game, when the father summoned the young ladies to mount the wagons and prepare for home. The father had been present during the play, apparently well pleased with the dexterity and skill of his daughters at the game of 9 pins. This was done with an apparent well-meant intention, and they seemed to be not aware that any impropriety could be attached to this transaction.